Hello, future AI heroes. Welcome, welcome. I'm your guide on this epic quest to figure out the secrets behind the world's smartest tech. Are you ready? Because we are diving right in. Okay, let me ask you something. You ever have that weird feeling like your phone is listening to you? You're just talking about, I don't know, getting a new pair of sneakers, and bam, an ad for those exact sneakers pops up. Or how does Netflix always know the perfect movie for your Friday night? It's creepy, right? It feels like there's a little psychic living in your phone. Well, what if I told you it's not magic? It's actually something way, way cooler. So, let's pull back the curtain and unmask this mysterious mind reader. This magic that makes your phone so smart, it has a name. And that name is artificial intelligence. So what in the world is it? Well, put super simply, AI is all about making machines that can think and learn just like people. And I love this part. It's like we're literally giving a computer a brain. Not, a squishy, great one, but a super smart digital brain built from code. And here's the kicker. You are already using this AI brain like all day, every day. That Netflix recommendation, that's AI. When you yell at Siri or Alexa to play a song, yep, AI. Google Maps magically finding a shortcut to dodge traffic, that's its little AI brain working overtime. It's hiding everywhere, in plain sight, just doing its thing. All right, so we've got our computer brain. Great, but how do we actually make it smart? I mean, we can't exactly enroll it in kindergarten, right? Well, this is where the real fun begins. We don't just program it, we teach it how to learn for itself. See, the old way, traditional programming, was like being the worst micromanager ever. You had to write a rule for every single thing. If this, then that. Ugh, so tedious. But now, with machine learning, we totally flip that upside down. Instead of giving it rules, we just show it a bazillion examples. Think of it like this. You want to teach a friend what a cat is. You don't describe it. You just show them hundreds of cat photos until they finally go, oh, I get it, furry, pointy ears, judges you silently, got it. We give the computer the data and the final answers, and it actually figures out the rules all on its own. How cool is that? Okay, so just like us, this AI brain can learn in a few different ways. You can think of them as the three main flavors of machine learning. Let's try the first one. First up, we've got supervised learning. This is pretty much what it sounds like. We're the supervisor, the teacher. We give the AI a whole bunch of data, but, and this is the important part, we also give it all the answers. Every piece of data is perfectly labeled. It's like we're handing it a giant stack of flashcards. So yeah, let's be real. It's like we're giving the AI a cheat sheet for the big test. It just studies all the questions and the answers. So when the real exam comes along, it's totally prepared. Maybe a little lazy, but hey, it gets an A+. All right, next flavor, unsupervised learning. Now here, we're a little less helpful. In fact, we're kind of mean. We just take a giant, messy pile of data, no labels, no answers, nothing, and we just dump it in front of the AI and say, good luck, figure it out. The AI has to find the hidden patterns all by itself. I love this analogy. It's like you give the AI your disastrously messy sock drawer. It has no idea what a matching pair is, but it just starts looking and goes, this one's black, and this one is also black, and this one is blue, and so is this one. It starts creating its own little piles, its own categories, figuring out the patterns completely on its own. And for our last flavor, we have reinforcement learning. This one is all about learning by doing. The AI just tries stuff. It takes an action, and we give it feedback, either a reward for a good job or punishment for a bad one. It's pure trial and error. Honestly, this is exactly how you train a dog. Did something good? You get a treat. Did something bad? No treat for you. The AI does something right, it gets a little digital point. Does something wrong, it gets nothing. And you just do that over and over and over, and eventually it becomes an expert. Okay, team, you ready to level up? Because if machine learning was sending our AI to regular school, deep learning is sending it to a full-blown superhero academy. This is where the AI gets its cape and learns to fly. Seriously, this is the best way to think about it. Deep learning is basically what happens when regular machine learning decides to get a gym membership, starts lifting some seriously heavy data, and comes back absolutely ripped. It's just bigger, stronger, and way more powerful. So the secret weapon of deep learning is something called a neural network, and it's kind of based on our own brains. Picture it like a team of tiny workers. First, the input layer. This guy just sees the data, like the pixels in a picture. Then he passes it to the hidden layers, and there can be a lot of these. This is where the real brain power is. Each little worker in the hidden layers looks for one tiny thing, a curve, a straight line, an edge. Then they all pass their notes down the line until it gets to the final boss, the output layer, who looks at everything and makes the call. Guys, it's a cat. For sure.
But, even super brains have their kryptonite, and a big one is called overfitting. This is what happens when the AI is a bad student. Instead of actually learning the concepts, it just memorizes the answers from the practice test. You know that kid in class? They can repeat the textbook word for word, but if the teacher asks a question that's just a little bit different, total freeze up. That's overfitting.
Ooh, okay. Now this is my absolute favorite part. So far, we've talked about AI that can understand stuff. But what if it could actually create stuff? Brand new things, out of thin air. Well, welcome to the AI art class. Let's meet the all-stars, the creative geniuses of the AI world. You know these guys. You've got ChatGPT, the writer who can whip up anything from a poem to a business plan. You have Midjourney and DALL-E, the incredible artists who can draw literally anything you can imagine. Suno, the composer who can make a hit song in seconds. And even GitHub Copilot, the coding partner that never needs a coffee break. These guys don't just sort data, they make stuff. I mean, the power here is just ridiculously fun. Think about it. You can just type out the wildest, most bonkers idea from your brain. Something like, hey, draw me a picture of a cat astronaut riding a T-Rex on Mars, but make it look like it's from an anime. And then you hit enter, and like 5 seconds later, poof, there it is. Your crazy idea is now a real image. That's the mind-blowing power of generative AI.
And just like that, my friends, you've completed your training. You went from zero to AI hero. You now hold the secret knowledge. So let's quickly go over your awesome new superpowers.
Okay, here's your new toolkit. Your first superpower, artificial intelligence. That's the power to give a computer a brain. Next up, machine learning. That's how you teach that brain using examples. Then you've got deep learning, the power to give that brain a serious super boost. And finally, the showstopper, generative AI. That's the power to make that brain create totally new things from scratch. You got this.
And that's a wrap. The secret's out. You now know the core ideas behind this incredible technology. The magic has been explained. So I only have one question left for you. Now that you're in on the secret, what amazing thing are you going to build first? Thanks for coming on this wild ride with me. Now go be a hero.